Right. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, let me get this stuff settled. So I'm gonna do fantasy football start sit for running backs. Yesterday we did quarterbacks live stream. Today we're doing running back. Let you guys know that later on today around 3-ish, 4-ish, something like that. We're gonna be doing wide receivers, and then I might do tight end tomorrow, depending on how the day goes tomorrow. If not, then what I'm gonna do is I would say every Thursday and Friday, I'm gonna be doing quarterback and running back, and then Friday would be wide receiver and tight end. I might do defense and kicker randomly, but I don't know. That's kind of like really not the big deal. Maybe I'll just flip in on like Thursdays or Fridays. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's get started. So, uh, pretty much, let's start with yesterday's game, the Seahawks versus Cardinals. Very entertaining game. I thought the Seattle Seahawks were going to blow up versus the Cardinals. I was like, betting a little bit. I saw the fact that Kyle Murray's doing bad. I wanted Marvin Harrison Jr. to get more than 4 catches. Thank God he got 6. He was close to not getting it. But sadly, the Cardinals lost 23-20 versus a game-winning kick from the Seattle. Seattle defense really doing a little bit bad. Now, as for the Vikings and Steelers game, let me just open this up a little bit better. There we go. So Vikings versus Steelers, running back wise, should we start? Sit. Let's start with hmm, let's start with the Vikings. Yeah, Madison starting with the Vikings. Aaron Jones still out. First, a Steelers defense. I would say start. The Steelers defense is good, but I feel like Madison will have some good points coming into the game. So definitely start Madison. As for the Steelers running backs, I don't trust them really starting. I mean, if you have to, go ahead, but it's just versus a Vikings defense that did pretty good last week and even the week before and etc. I would definitely not start the Steelers running back. Too risky on that. Now, as for the Commanders versus Falcons, I'm gonna say that oh, I low key would say start the Commanders running back because last week was pretty impressive for some of them. But if they split the snap shares versus a Falcons defense that somewhat is kind of good when it comes to the run. I would try to sit the Commanders running back for this one, but if you have to, go ahead and do it. If there's nobody better than the Commanders running back, then go ahead. But I would try to sit them for this week versus the Falcons. I just don't like the fact they share the snaps. If they didn't share snaps, then I'm like, yeah, start them, but they're not going to do a whole lot. As for the Falcons running back, Bijan, always start him. Easily one of the best running backs in the game. I drafted him number 1 overall, and that is why he's been amazing for me this season. Thank God I did because if I chose Jamar Chase or even Barkley not that bad, but Jamar Chase being horrendous and Joe Burrow's out. We'll do wide receivers later on, so stay tuned for that. So now let's do Chargers versus Giants. Uh, I'm going to say, wow. Start the Chargers running back for sure, easily on that one. Yes, the Giants front is pretty solid, but I think the Chargers running back will do a good amount of things versus defense. I feel like the Giants defense is not, oh my god, but they're just not all that. They're versus the Eagles, then yeah, I would not start them. But as the Giants running backs, I just wouldn't start them. I just don't trust the Giants organization right now. I just wouldn't, especially this Chargers defense is pretty good. So I just would not. I would sit the Giants running back this one. The Titans versus Texans running backs. Nick Chubb. Yeah, I would start Nick Chubb versus the Titans. Titans defense is not good. Start Nick Chubb for the Texans. After the Titans, Tony Pollard. I mean, I guess you could start both of them honestly, because both defense hasn't been the greatest, but if you want me to lean to one towards the other, I'm going to say start Nick Chubb more. because the Titans defense is really bad. So yeah. Now for the Eagles versus Bucks. What you said? I said, hey, I just wanted to say I love your videos. Cool, nice to know where people from different sports teams are today. Hey, thanks, bro. Appreciate it a lot. Um, that means a lot. Honestly, I never get these kind of messages before, but appreciate it for the kind words. So now, sorry, I'm still sick. I'm much better than I was yesterday, the day before. Took some medicine. But Eagles versus Bucks. I would say definitely start Barkley always. Yes, the Buccaneers defense is somewhat good, but Barkley is Barkley. Now, as for the Bucks, Irvin and White, I would definitely sit the Buccaneers running back to this one, but I feel like they have somewhat of a chance to do somewhat good because the Eagles defense, yes, they are good, but sometimes they tend to slip away a little bit. So they're not like the high power defense like the 49ers or the Bills. They are good, but I feel like they tend to flip a little bit. So I would say if you have to start the Bucks offensive running backs, go ahead. But I mean, it's not the end of the world if you start them, but I would say try to avoid them. If you know, that's the thing. When I give you guys the suggestions, take it a grain of salt sometimes when it comes to this type of thoughts, because sometimes like there are going to be games that they're going to do amazing, and then end up doing pretty bad. So that's why if I'm very confident, I'm confident. Like how I told you about the which one? When I told you about the Steelers versus Vikings, I said the running back for the Steelers not going to really do that good versus the Vikings because I know for a fact the Vikings have a really good defense, and I wouldn't trust the Steelers to really run the ball like that. How if you were to choose like a Barkley type of player. Now Panthers versus Patriots would not. I would say, oh man, this one's a little tricky. For the Patriots, I would start not Stevenson, but the other running back. He's doing much better than Stevenson. Stevenson definitely fit for the Patriots. I know they're splitting the carry. As for the Panthers, definitely start Hubbard, right? Yeah, definitely start him. He's been doing really good lately. Yes, last week wasn't the greatest, but he still gives you some points on the board. Patriots defense is good, but definitely gonna do a lot of work on them. Pause. Uh, Saints versus Bills. Oh, Alvin Kamara. I wouldn't start him versus the Bills defense. They're good. When it comes to the run, I would try to sit Alvin Kamara if I have to. Yes, he's Alvin Kamara, but Bills defense is pretty good. As for the Bills running back, James Cook, start him easily. Easily start him. The defense for the Saints is not good at all. Now, as for the Browns and first Lions, ooh, okay. These are two players. One player had him last year, the other one I have him this year. So I think his last name is Judikin. Let me look him up. Is it Brown? I know he just started like a first game. So Quadshawn Judikins. I think I said his name wrong. But I would say start him. Last week he did good. Start him. Yes, the Lions defense is good, but I would start him anyway because he tend to, he's something a little different. Yes, I have him on my team, and I'm gonna say it. But even if I didn't have him on my team, I would say start him because he's been pretty impressive. And the first game he came back, he did not start. He took a couple of snaps, like 10 snaps, and he gave me like 14 fantasy points on the bench. I was like, whoa, okay. So this guy got something. So definitely start him versus the Lions defense. The Lions defense is not the same as it was last year. So take the Lions defense as a grain of salt. Now, as for the Jameer Gibbs and Montgomery, I would say start Jameer Gibbs. Yes, the Browns defense is pretty good when it comes to the run, but Gibbs is going to find a way to give you fantasy points. And I feel like he's the top 5 running back in the league. So definitely start him always, I would say. As for Montgomery, I wouldn't really start Montgomery. It's a little bit of a risky risk. Yes, he did good the last couple of weeks, but uh, I mean, like I always say, if you have to, go ahead. But if you have someone better than him, definitely do someone better than him. Now, Jaguars versus 49ers. I'm going to say that do not start Travis Etienne or any of the backup running backs versus the 49ers defense. The 49ers defense is really good. They're going to stop the run easily. So try to avoid the Jaguars running back. As for the 49ers running back, do not start Brian Robinson Jr. He hasn't really done anything. I have him on a bench. He's doing nothing. He maybe gets a couple of snaps, and then that's it. As for McCaffrey, start him easily. He's going to be doing most of the workload on the run game. Now, as for the Colts versus Rams, start Jonathan Taylor. Been doing awesome. Yes, the Rams defense pretty good, but it's Jonathan Taylor. He's going to do something. And then as for the Rams running back, yeah, I'll start him too. He'll do something as well. Now, Bears versus Raiders. Let's do who's DeAndre Swift or Genty. I'm going to say don't start Genty. For some reason, the Raiders organization doing a workload for Genty is ridiculous. I do not know why they're doing that. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense. So don't start him. Thank God they didn't draft him. I was thinking about him. Oh my God. I don't know why I was thinking about it. As for DeAndre Swift, start him. Raiders defense is Swift's gonna do something. He's gonna do something. Now, as for the Ravens versus Chiefs, do not start any of the Chiefs running backs. The Ravens are good when it comes to the run on defense. As for the Ravens running back, Derrick Henry, start him easily. He's gonna run all over Kansas City. Uh, Now, I know I'm doing it pretty quick, but some of these games is easily. Because you know the defense is not that good. And you know the fact that the running back has potential to do well in this game because of how well he's done in the past versus these teams. Now, Packers versus Cowboys. Uh, Brandon Jacob, and then Cowboys running back. I would not. No. Don't start any Cowboys running back in this game. Williams, uh, Sanders, do not start any of the Cowboys running back this week versus the Packers. Now, as for the Packers running back, I would say start Josh Jacobs. Start him. They're fine. Yes, the Cowboys pretty good when it comes to the run, but they're not as good as the Packers on the defensive side of the ball. Now, Monday Night Football, we got my New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna say, wow, don't don't start the Miami Dolphins running back. The Jets have a good ground run game defense, so do not start HCN. As for the Jets running back, start Brees Hall. The Dolphins running game defense is not the greatest, so I'll say start Brees Hall. Then as for the Bengals for Broncos on Monday night, I would say Chase Brown sit him. But like I always say, if you have him and nobody else better than him, start him. But I would sit Chase Brown for this one versus a really good Broncos defense. Now, as for the Broncos running backs, I would say start him. Bengals defense is not that scary, so I would say definitely start the Broncos running backs. And yeah, guys, that's it for starting to sit for running back. Now, I am going to think about doing wide receiver maybe another 10 minutes. I'm thinking about doing another 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna do another video for the wide receivers live stream. Really soon, like about another 10-15 minutes. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is gonna be wrapping up for the running back start and sit of this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. See you soon.